Hey guys, today we're gonna learn how to make this button. Let's get started. So in order to create this button, we are using the vanilla setup, HTML and CSS. Without wasting any time, let's get started. I'm using Scrimba as my IDE, but you can use VS Code or any other IDEs. First, I'm gonna delete this and I'm gonna put a button here. I'm gonna name the button Submit, and as you can see a submit over here. Now I'm gonna give a class of button to this button. Now we're gonna move to the CSS. I'm gonna slide this down over here. Now we want to put this button in the center of the window. For that, I'm gonna use display, flex, justify content center, align items center. Let's give a height of 100 VH. In order to push that button to the center, this is working. Now we can move to the styling of the button. I'm gonna select button class of btn. Which is this one. And now I'm going to give a padding of 0.5 EM and 1 EM for the right and left. I'm also gonna give a background color to the body of gray. I'm gonna put light gray. Perfect. For the button, I'm gonna go to the font family and inherit, because usually the buttons have a default font. So every time if you choose a different font, you have to make sure that it inherits that font that you're going to use in the body. Now I'm gonna increase the size of the button to 1 rem. Actually, let's use 2 em. I'm gonna give a background color of white. Perfect. And now I'm gonna increase the weight of the button text to bold. Perfect. Now let's give a border to the button of 1 pixel. I think 4 pixels, solid, black. This will give a nice border to the button. And now I'm going to give a shadow to the button, 0 pixel, 8 pixel, and then again 2 pixel, black. So the 0 over here makes sure that the shadow or the box shadow remains in the center. Let's say if I do it 2 pixel, the shadow will move to the right side. But we don't want that. That's why I have put a 0 over here. Now the 8 pixel will help you to extend the shadow. For example, if I put over here 20 pixel, the shadow will spread more, which we don't want. I actually going to put a 15 pixel over here. And the 2 over here gives the opacity. Now if I put 20 over here, the opacity grows, which we don't want, the blur opacity. That's why I only put it 2 pixels. So there's a subtle, shadow over here. Now we're going to move to the hover state of the button. Before moving to that, I'm going to make sure that I put the pointer cursor. Perfect. Now at the hover side, we're going to put we're going to transform, translate to y-axis -1 pixel. So that whenever I hover, the button slightly moves to the upside. Now, during the active state, we're going to transform again to the y-axis. And this time I'm going to put the -4 pixel. So that whenever I click, the button kind of moves down 4 pixel. And in order to give this a good animation, we're going to use the box shadow again. And this time, we're only gonna give 1 pixel instead of 8 pixel, 0 pixel again, and then a black. I'm sorry, I have to put the positive 4 pixels so it goes down. Now I'm gonna give a smooth transition to it. I'm gonna use all, 0.1 second, ease. Now if I save, you can see our button is ready and it's working amazing. Now that's how you build this button. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel and like this video. And if you're interested on which platform I was using, it's called Scrimba. It's a great platform if you want to learn front-end development, full stack development, or even a back-end development. Check the link in the description. Thank you and have a great day.